Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University, and welcome to our first episode of Standard in Tarkir Dragonstorm. So, in this new Dragon release set, we're going to try our first combo deck with Teval, Arbiter of Virtue, giving all of our spells Delve, and we're gonna delve into some very big colorless permanents or colorless spells, and namely two cards. We have Ugin, Eye of the Storm, and Sire of Seven Deaths. So one of the big thing about Teval is that whenever we cast a spell, we're going to lose life equal to its mana value. So if you're going to cast a big colorless spell, you're going to lose a lot of life. But that's okay with this deck, because what we're going to do is, well, casting Ugin allow us to immediately get rid of something on board, so that's definitely a good thing. But then we also gain 3 life and draw 3 cards on the +2, which means that we're losing 4 life and not 7 life. That's a lot better. Losing 4 life for a free Ugin? Where do I sign up? And then, of course, Sire of the Seven Deaths. This is 7 life, and you don't get anything out of it immediately. But he is a 7 mana 7/7. First strike, vigilance, menace, trample, reach, lifelink, warpaint, 7 life. So it's a lot of keywords, but mainly it's gain 7 life with the lifelink ability. So if our opponent's trying to attack us, we're going to gain that life back. If our opponent's not attacking us, oh, you bet your butt we're going to attack them and gain that life back. So that is what makes this deck a juicy combo. But not only that, this deck also has a other synergy, other size synergy, and that is Up the Beanstalk with Overlords. Now, the Overlords of the Balemurk and Overlord of the Hauntwoods was originally a very good Beanstalk combo already, but now we also have the Gurmag Nightwatch. This is a 3 mana, so we got these, what is this, Sultai color, 3 mana, 3/3, which may not look that good, right? Its ability is look at the top 3 card of our library. We can put one of those back on top and the rest into the graveyard. So you can choose one of them if we want, or we can choose none of them and just put 3 cards in the graveyard, which do fuel this Delve ability. But more importantly, this, even though it looks like it's 3 mana, each of those, by default, the mana value, the CMC is 2. So 2 + 2 + 2 is 6. That triggers Up the Beanstalk. So when we cast this, we don't just put 1 card on top, we also draw a card. So even though the draw a card comes first, so you don't get to draw the card that you put on top. You draw a card first, then you put one of the top 3 on top and the rest into your graveyard, or all 3 into graveyard. So it's a little bit weaker than what I initially thought of when I tried to see the synergy here, but it's still not that bad, right? 3 mana, draw a card, fix your next draw, and also put cards into the graveyard for Delve is a very good combo synergy for this deck. So that is what this deck is running on. Of course, we get some removal for anti-aggro, and that's all the deck. So what we're going to do is turn 1, 4 cutdowns. Rats? No rats. Turn 2, 4 go for the throw. Creatures? No creatures. Get out of here. And we also have 4 Up the Beanstalk if we can draw cards. Then, well, on turn 3, we have 3 Gurmag, or 4 Gurmag for a 3-drop, but we also have 4 Overlord the Hauntwood for a 3-drop. I also forgot about this other 2-drop, Overlord the Balemurk. So if nothing else is going on, we can just impend the Overlord and then dump things into our graveyard, try to get Ugins or Sire back to our hand, but more importantly, mill cards into the graveyard for our Delve ability. Then, hopefully, by turn 3, we get our 4th mana from the Overlord, so now on turn 4, we'll get 5 mana to cast Teval. And once we're able to cast Teval, all our spells have Delve, exile 7 cards from our graveyard to get a free Ugin on board, and just win from there. That's kind of the idea of this deck. And so then the land we're going to have in the deck, 25 lands total to help us get to the... basically, we need to draw 4 land and draw Overlord, which is doable since we have Up the Beanstalk in the deck, and Overlord the Balemurk to help us filter it. So the lands are pretty straightforward. We got 2 swamps, 2 forests, and then we have 4 Underground Mortuary and 4 Wastewood Verge for our green-black, which is most of the deck, right? Most of the deck is green-black. And we also have 4 Llanowar Wastes, also for the green-black ping land. We also have 1 Restless Cottage. In case we want to kind of fight our opponent's graveyard, we can do so. And a lot of times we have excess mana because, if nothing else, Ugin can use the +0 to get 3 waste mana. So 3 colorless mana can, 2 of them can help trigger the Restless Cottage. So that's not too bad. And then for our our blue-black, we have 4 Gloomlake Verge and 1 Undercity Sewer. We only need 1 blue pip for Teval and 1 blue tip for pip for the Gurmag Nightwatch. So we don't need that many, right? These are blue-black lands, and then we have blue-green lands in one hedge. Let me scroll over. One Hedge Maze and 2 Willow Rush Verge. If you don't have these verges, you can just put in more mazes if you want, or you can put in one island for a fetch land, and then just run the Fable Passage if you want. Both are acceptable because we want that to be our 4th land after Overlord and Hauntwood get us our on our 3rd mana, getting to our 4th free mana. The 4th land that we play should be the 5th mana which we use to cast Teval. That's all there is. So as long as your 5th mana has access to blue, we will be able to cast Teval with the Sultai mana. So that's the whole idea of the deck. It's a fairly fun combo, but it's a bit janky. Let's see how well it can do in the current standard. Alright, our opponent is Smelliet. Cool name. Alright, we're gonna go first. We got Up the Beanstalk, so things seems to be working. This costs 5 though, so it might take a while. Hello. Alright, everything's going to the graveyard. What do we get first? Graveyard? Actually, that's my only blue, huh? Now graveyard. Swamp. Get my blue anyways. Alright, so do I show the blue? I don't have to show the blue right now. Let's go Up the Beanstalk. Took. Alright. Go for the throw, go for the throw. Seems fine. They're gonna bat us. We got 2 throats. Guess you can take our Nightwatch. Actually, I'm not sure how this Nightwatch thing works with Up the Beanstalk. Does that count as 6 mana? I guess it does, that's why they took it. Alright. So we're gonna hold up our go for the throw. And we're gonna go for their throw. Take the 1. We're gonna Delve decks. I don't want to go too low. Alright, we gotta kill those bats to get our creature back. We're gonna go Unholy Annex, and then we are going to... Do we Nightwatch here? Or do we Overlord? Overlord's slightly better, right? I mean, I draw a card either way, so... Let's impend the Overlord. We draw a card either way, and then we are look. What can we get back here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't really want to get anything back, right? I'm not even gonna. Not even gonna. Bring it on, you demon-loving jerk, you. Let's go to the end step. We'll kill the Slasher. He'll come back, but that's fine. He'll come back tapped and give us a whole turn to do stuff, so... Do I have 7 cards in my graveyard? Draw a card. Oh... All 7. All 7. But we draw a card. We also get to exile something. Let's exile their Annex. We get a cut down. Now we can add 3 mana if we want, or gain 3 life and draw a card.
So you have my aid.
Gain a life. Good luck trying to fight a Ugin. With your 4 mana Smelliet.
Breathe.
Yeah, that's what I thought. GG. Alright, our opponent is Joe Ops 57. There's 57 of them, and they all go first. Alright, can I get a green here? I have an island or a swamp. I do. Okay, I get a green. I mean, not green, black. Okay, bunch of lands. They all go. I'm not going to work my way up to a Ugin. That's great. Here comes more bats. No, no more bats. Oh, the Beanstalk. Okay, well, not gonna say no to a Beans. 2 mana, what do they have? Some sort of interaction. Not sure what it is, but I'm not sticking around to find out. Here's a Restless Cottage. Next turn, I think I might go for the Overlord. There's an Annex. Okay, so it's the same deck again. New deck, who this? Everybody plays the same thing. So 4 mana. What could happen in 4 mana? Do I care about bats? I mean, I think the Overlord is probably the best play here. So gotta be careful with my mana. I want to impend as soon as possible, right? We draw a land, or not land, I draw a card. And we mill 4 cards. And I can return a Gurmag Nightwatch. Yeah, sure. Not delving yet, so. Now I gotta discard a card. Well, that feels dumb. Four mana, what's happening here? Yo, double Annex? That's... Opponents getting them draws. Okay, I guess we'll go for the Overlord. Okay, what are we doing after the Overlord? Do we hold up a cut down for a bat? It's going to 5 mana. I am going to... I'm not going to use all 6 mana next turn, right? So even if I have 6 mana, it's not going to be worth it. It's Impending Overlord, we draw a card. This is a very good draw for our opponent. Above average. Our draw, however, is just average. Alright, Ritual Chamber. I mean, that's fine. It's fine. We're expecting that to happen anyways. Now they have to discard. Discards 2 cut downs. Go for the throw. Do we Nightwatch though? If I Nightwatch, I don't really have much else to do. Alright, so instead of Nightwatch, I think I'm gonna... Do I Surveil? Fix my draw bit? Or do I put out it? No, the Cottage doesn't do much. Alright, the Sire is a pretty good card. Oh, that's not a good tap. That was my bad. I originally had both cut down and go for the throw up. Now I don't. So go for its throw twice. Now you take those damages. You like it. Now discard. It's got 1 mana. Discards an Annex. Oh boy, okay. Well, definitely dropping a 7-drop here. Why am I impending the same? Oh, this is impending 4, that's why. So, dropping a Ugin. Exile 1 to the Annex. He can turn... No, it's not enough, so... Let's draw a card. Exile 1 of your Annex.
Preparation yields success. Power belongs to...
Gain 3 life and draw a card. Oh, another Sire. Alright. How are you going to stop this?
Your mind to possibility.
He can attack with a Foundry. That does 4. My Ugin's at 9. Slasher. Slasher doesn't do it. Man, we have so much mana. This is great. I guess we'll get hit by a deadly cover-up if we're not careful, but... Didn't attack with those Foundries. Even though I'm tapped out, so... It's definitely surprising. Do we want to add 3 mana to play a Sire? I get 2 Overlords already, so I don't know if I want to do that. I'm going to try to just gain 3 life and draw a card. I'll get to 11. I get minus 11 then. And now I have a land too.
My plan bears fruit.
So, what do I want to do here? I don't think I even want to do this Overlord. Until he kills my Ugin, I can bring it back. So, maybe it's just a Nightwatch. Is that all the mana? How many black do I have? I have 2 Llanowar Wastes. Still black mana. Oh, I do draw a card for the Gurmag. Good. So I was trying to figure that out. Overlord? Cool beans. So look at the top 3 and then put them all in the graveyard. I can take one. I will take one. I don't take it. It's just on top. Well, learn something every day. Not even gonna bother. If he does the deadly cover-up, nowhere to run. Okay. I mean, I still have 2 creatures, so I'm not sure if that's doing much for you. Go for the throw? Sure. I still got 1 more creature. So what's the plan here? Cast any number? A colorless non-land card, exile them. To end of turn, you may cast those cards without paying their mana cost. We'll let that out. Then we'll kill it. Look, you get to see my hand. Yeah, enjoy those 7 drops. Ugin is so strong. Oh my god. This Planeswalker is insane. And I just gained life. I didn't even do anything else. Go for the throw. Sure. Oh boy. Alright, let's see where the attack's going. Both my face. I mean, I think I just killed a slasher, right? How much do I care about the Mishra's Foundry? I'll go down to half my life. I don't know if I want to do that, so we'll kill the slasher. Yeah, GG. Alright, our opponent is Cubswin 2016. Did they win? Who knows? Nobody from 2016 is still here. We got Overlord and some delving goodness, so maybe. I mean, this Gurmag card is really weird because you don't even draw. You just look at the top 3 and put them back, which is kind of wild. Also, green, black, blue, and then green. So we can sort of get there. Come on, Beanstalk. Come on, Beanstalk. Okay. That's how you're gonna do me? Well, they're not doing anything, which is very good for me. For the color that they're in, they gotta do something, right? Otherwise, my Gurmag Nightwatch are all gonna get... Okay, they're blue. So they're also ramping. Alright, let's see who ramps who. Whom ramps whom. If I draw a land, I can just Ugin him. Okay, opponent. They're gonna regen again. Oh boy, do I just Ugin him? Ugin doesn't do anything here, right? It adds 3 mana, yes, but what am I gonna do with that 3 mana? So maybe it's the Gurmag turn. Well, I'm gonna attack first. Okay. Let's do the mag. I'm gonna put all cards in the graveyard. I'll do it again. And then I will also put all cards in the graveyard. They really got nothing going on for them. This is a lot of damage. I don't know what I can do. I mean... Oh, okay. Dragon's Ascent. Cool. So you're gonna make a 4/4 dragon? He's gonna make two 4/4 dragons. Tight. He's making two 4/4 dragons. I gotta respond with something, right? There's an island. Do you think they have a spell pierce? I don't know, but one, two, three, four. Yeah, I only need to exile 4. Let's exile your Dragon Assault.
One step in the strap. My timeless wisdom guides your hand.
We have 3, so we can delve this again.
Energy for
1,
your
2, 3, 4.
efforts.
Exactly enough in the graveyard. I'm gonna lose another 7 though. So exile 1. Where is this? Exile the other one. Exile all of your dragons. Keep this new one.
Belongs.
Then we gain that life back. Thank you. Now I can play this land. Make another land. Down at 8. I got a 6/6 flyer. Well, I got a bunch of creatures on board. They have nothing on board, and facing down an Ugin plus 2 Overlords and a Teval. We are the true Arbiter of Virtue here. This card is insane. Stock up. Alright. This is whenever you cast a spell. Ill time. That's what I was afraid of, because he's going to wipe my board. Yep. He does get to wipe my board here. Let's draw a card. It could be something different, right?
Insight is vital to success.
We can exile 1 card. Let's exile Dragons. Assault thingamajigger. Take 4. And then let's throw out the Gurmag. Ooh, the Overlord. Okay, I'll keep 1 Overlord on top. Overlord's a good card. We end turn. Yeah, how are they gonna fight this? Right, we can Overlord back to Ugin, play the Ugin, and they're gonna get all their stuff exiled. Okay, they still got dragons. They're probably gonna have 2 dragons. Nope, just a 1.
Cannot pierce my scales.
Each creature and each planeswalker? Oh man, almost got there too. So I can add the 3 mana. I don't think I would need to gain the life. Oh no, this is different now. He's gonna have 2. Well, actually, it's the same. So we've seen this game before. Gonna gain the life. I got an Overlord, so I'm gonna get 3 mana.
I wield the essence of
Then I'll
this.
use the Overlord. Mill 4 cards, and we shall return Ugin. Then we will play Ugin. Yes. For 7. Exile 1 permanent. And then Ugin's ability. I think that's the right one, right? I'm exiling the other permanent. No more dragons. Keep this. I was gonna say Xaxes, but actually it's not. I can add the 3 mana and attack anyway. GG. G to the G. Alright, we got close, but our opponent got close, but we still got further. Alright, our opponent is Ford Misery. Hello. I'm very familiar with this fort. We go first. 2 forests and a Llanowar Wastes. Yeah, that's fine. Overlord's gonna help us get the other mana we need for the Gurmag, right? This is Nightwatch card is awkward. You know, I know it's in the deck and all, but it's not doing what I expected to do because you don't draw a card. It triggers Beanstalk. That's the nice part. But the downside is you don't draw a card, so it's a 3 mana 3/3. What? No Beanstalk. 3 mana 3/3 is not that fun of a card to play. All right, I guess we're just gonna face down the counter spells. Tap land. Interesting. I don't have time for that, so let's Overlord. I would like to have the Beanstalk out, but more mana against counterspell is probably going to be important. I got a demo field. Didn't use their demo field, so throw a Beanstalk. They also didn't counter that. How many Gurmag is this? It's a lot of mags. Okay, they got a counterspell. They can counter the Gurmag. I got a bunch of them. If they don't counter though, so 3/3 that starts beating them on the board. Or they're just gonna get lost. That's fine. Tells me exactly what I have. Let's see. I want to keep this Overlord. That's nice. Definitely don't need any more lands. They only have 3 mana. They're not gonna like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's go with another. Oh, do we go with the Overlord first? No, let's go with the Gurmag. I draw a card. There's the Teval. I can toss a bunch of cards in the graveyard if I don't care. I can keep the Overlord, right? I think I'll keep the Overlord. It's a good card. And then I will play the next Overlord. They can counter this. I got more. 3 steps. Basically nothing happened. But I draw a card and I get 1 turn closer to activating my Overlord. They got 4 mana now. They can use it to demo field me, but that's not a very good idea. To get lost in the last Overlord? Okay. Sure. They have 2 mana. Could be a No More Lies, right? So do we attack first? I'm not attacking anymore, so let's attack first. There's a stick. Wow, Elspeth's Smite, huh? I don't know if I agree with that. So I have 7 cards in the graveyard. I could put out a Sire with the Arbiter. They can't counter the Arbiter, nor can they counter the Sire, but they can have a Sunfall. Then I just lose everything. I can take this opportunity to impend the Overlord, and then also impend the other Overlord. That's not too bad. Can I impend the Overlord still with the Teval? I draw a card. Could be a land. Oh, there's a land. Perfect. So I want to play the Sire. I draw a card. I can put the Sire on, or I can put the map on the Sire. I can drop this, and that allows me to impend this Overlord. Draw a card. Mill 4. You can bring another card back. You can bring the Sire. How many board wipes will they have? This actually, the Ugin will not hit because it has to be 1 or more color. So their Sunfall tokens are not going to have any color. Get lost. Pay 7 life, please. Are you gonna... Okay, lock down all of my tokens. That's fine. You have a 6/6 flyer. So let's gain the 6 life. Thank you. Then we cast the Ugin. We're gonna take 7 life, but we'll take out the temporary lockdown. Yep, GG. Can't control this.
To the patient.
Alright, our opponent is Samos. It's like Samus, but he's Samos. We go first. Let's ram into Ugin. That seems fun. Mortuary first. Yes, please. Okay, they got the theater. We got nothing to play this turn, so just get the tap lands out of the way. This seems fun. And then we're gonna Overlord. Oh god. They have Overlords of their own. Okay, at least they whiff. My Overlord doesn't whiff. It always makes land. It's just a land, but it always makes one. I'm actually ramping to Ugin right away. That's sick. Fear. Okay, pretty scary. But we got Overlord. Oh god. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say we got an Overlord blocker, but they got a Reanimator right away. That's no way to stop that Oh, actually, gonna have to do it right here. Right? Come on. I'm not letting that out. Cycle? Sure. I'm still taking that out. I'm not letting you reanimate next turn. I took a whole turn off for that, so... Yes, I'm behind, but... I don't have to fight a Valgavoth this turn. Another Fear. You're gonna discard another Valgavoth? Jesus, okay. So now it's a different problem, because they definitely have go for the throw and stuff. To kill my land. And this... Let's get the Gurmag out. Do I want any of these? I don't. So we get Ugin him next turn. They reanimate the Valgavoth. So yeah, at least we have that going. It's not great, but it exists. Here comes the Zombify. Not sort of Zombify. Yeah, we're ready for it. I don't want to see it, but I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying? This is the turn where we do the thing. Don't need that land. Oh, okay, gave him a land. Whoops. You gotta sack 3 things. 1, 2, 3.
Preparation will yield success. I will mend this broken. Open your mind to possibility.
Get our Ugin, but not for long. The Fear is kind of scary. There's the Bitter Trial. Okay, that just kills the Ugin right away. That is the 3rd Fear. Do they not have 3? It just lands, instants, and creatures. Now I got a 6/5, but they do have an Overlord. Okay, their Overlord just mills. They don't get anything back. So what can I do here? I can Teval. Teval doesn't get me anywhere, so I want to attack first. With the 6/5. Just give me a land, right? It's not really that important. Mana's useful, but ultimately, I feel like he'll just block. Then he'll get enchantments in the graveyard. Yeah, I don't want that to happen. So keep the Sire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could attack, but what can I exile here? There's a bunch of there's one creature, so I can exile the creature. But once that goes in the graveyard, it's still a creature anyways. Crash through. Or not crash through. Sky crash. Sky crash through. Man, that better try him hurt. Alright, Theater. Are they gonna... They do get all 4, so they do have Delirium. They don't use their Delirium. So I can attack with a Teval. I can also attack with the Restless Cottage, but they probably have a go for the throw, right? For the Cottage? Is it necessary for me to play? Ah, yeah. Let's exile their sorcery. Oh, they're taking this damage. Cool. Now they're down to 7, which means that they can no longer target my Sire of Seven Deaths. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to auto-pay, so I want to exile 5 cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Submit 2. I lose 7, but that's fine. I still have the 1 land to gain a life. I want to hide this card. Or 2 lands to gain a life if I want to. I want to hide the card. Discard a card to draw a card. You have another sorcery to discard. They got a Traxa. That's not a sorcery. Zombify the... Oh, God. Dude. Nice draw. Okay. The Traxa's here. I mean, this is Menace. Vigilance, First Strike, Trample, Reach, Lifelink, Ward. None of these are going to help us fight Atraxa. Atraxa's not First Strike. There's at least that going. Fatal Passage. I don't know if that does anything. Yeah, our draws were abysmal. If I draw a Ugin, this can still be a game. Okay, that's basically Ugin, right? So I can exile the Atraxa. Lose a lot of life here, but that's fine. That's what this deck does. I mill 4 cards, and I bring myself back in Ugin. This is 7. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll exile 1 card. We lose 7 life, but we can exile their Atraxa so they can't block us. Ah, GG! One good draw deserves another, Samus. GG. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you saw all of those Ugin Eye of the Storm combo with Teval, how does this deck feel? I have to say, there's probably a day 1 jitter, but this deck make me so much more confident in how well Tarkir can do in the current metagame, because I was afraid that everyone's just going to run rat aggro, and then, you know, you can't really innovate or brew decks when everyone's just playing dumb rat decks. But today, I fought a lot of different opponents. Some playing new cards, some playing old cards that are still doing demons, but this deck ate the demons for breakfast, right? We were able to stomp all of them with so much value out of the Eye of the Storm. And then when they were trying to make dragons, well, our dragons are better. The red dragons are no match for our colorless dragon planeswalker, Eye of the Ugin, or Eye of the Storm. Ugin, Eye of the Storms. This card. This Planeswalker is insane. If not for Ugin, I don't think this deck could work at all. If it's just Sire of the Seven Deaths, I don't think it will work at all. The Sires were pretty good. We can use them to leverage against aggro, but we never really had to use Sire to win any game. It's all about the Ugins. And the beautiful part with Ugin is that when you cast, you exile a permanent, and then when you cast your second Ugin, double trigger. The casting of the second Ugin exiles something, and then this passive ability that I'm casting a colorless spell also exiles something. So when I cast my second Ugin, I'm exiling 2 things on board, and I'm overrunning my opponent with whatever I have on board. So yeah, this deck is pretty fun. The Delve combo definitely worked, right? Of course, we're not cheating out Ugin by any other measures. We're actually hard casting it with the Delve ability. So we are getting the cast trigger, and we're getting the Delves down. We're losing life, but that's fine. The life we lost, we can gain back pretty quickly. Teval is lifelink, so just attacking gains us the life back. And this whole deck, I don't know if there's much that I want to change. The Nightwatch, it's iffy. I know they gave us life, and I also know that they put cards in the graveyard, but they're probably better cards to put in the deck than the Nightwatch. Perhaps a cash grab, perhaps more mill cards. I'm not really quite sure, but I want to try out some new cards for the deck. So these are some fun cards to try out. And so far, I had a very successful day with this Delve Ugin deck, and it's really fun to play. That's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.